What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about KASPA. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. We're going to do a very short-term analysis based on KASPA right now, and then we're going to wrap it up. Just because I think KASPA is about to move higher. I think that it is about to see new all-time highs. Looking at the daily RSI, it looks very, very bullish. The price action itself looks bullishly postured. You're in some kind of like ascending triangle right now, looking like you want to break out to the upside. But I really do like to stay the RSI a lot. The week, the RSI itself also, relatively speaking, does look well. It kind of looks sickly over the past like 3/4 of a year, I would say. But it's, relatively speaking, it actually looks good. And I think you've held up well. It is very common whenever you see upward sloping consolidation phases like this to break to the downside. But very common does not mean it's 100% likely, right? You can absolutely go up higher, and you've actually done this already where you consolidated kind of to a tilted upwards manner right here, and you broke out to the upside. So just as an example, it doesn't have to be like that. And maybe this isn't a consolidation phase. I feel like it was overall, but maybe this was it. You had like your flag, right? Something like that. Oops, whoa, that's not what I meant to do. Your flag, and then you just broke out like that. That was your next move. I don't know. That's left to be interpreted. Maybe both of them are true, whatever. But I'm just trying to say I do think that you're going to break out to the upside. And where are you going to go? If we take this relative high to the relative low here, I would expect that you're going to see prices around 22.5 cents to potentially about 28 cents. You could go as high as 42 cents to 52 cents, somewhere in that area. You're at 18.6 cents now, but I think that overall somewhere really in this area is what I'd be looking for. If not at the highest, I'd give you this, right? And both of those targets might come, I would definitely think they come by the end of this year. Even these targets come by the end of this year, but just because I have those targets doesn't mean that they're going to happen right now, today, or by the end of August, or by the end of September. They could, but I suppose when KASPA moves up, it does like to move up fast, but time will tell. We'll see how it goes. And I don't know if I have anything else I want to say. Let's actually compare it real quick to its previous moves. Okay, from a high point here to a low point there. You went all the way up just above your 2272, so that's looking good for that deeper extension, right? 2272. From a high here to a low there, you went up to your 1414. Okay, that's the expected kind of common area. But overall, right, if you're looking at this as like kind of one move, maybe like this whole thing right here, again, you went up to just above your 2272, to be completely fair, right? Like you had a little checkpoint here, to be completely fair, but maybe both are true. Maybe you go to 22.5 cents to 28 cents by the end of this year, right? And then you continue onward in the beginning of next year, maybe to that 52, 42 cent area. But from a high to a low here, 2618, right? Because this high to a low was the 1414. This high to low, this one was the 2272. But from the more relative high to low, that was your 2618. So definitely hitting those double extensions each time. That's nice to see. High to low here, consolidated upwards, right? But you moved all the way up to your 200 level, and really the height of this consolidation phase was very near your 2272 yet again. But I would say debatably one of the weaker moves you've seen, one of the more prolonged moves, right, without breaking out. From a high here to a low here, and it's debatable whether we take this high to low or we take this high to low. Let's do both actually. This high to low, the 2272 is at about 38 cents, where this high to low, your 2272 is at about 42 cents. So very close together nonetheless, but not quite the exact same area. You are respecting both fibs, right? You tipped the 1272 here. You're finding resistance on it again. You even found support on your 886 a little bit right here. But let's see. There we go. But this one here, you're also showing significance on your 618 area. If we go on a daily basis, you literally tipped your 618 area, found support here multiple times, found significance on your 382 and your 0.5 and your 100 area and your 886 right there. You're finding significance on both. So either way, however you want to cut it, I think that it does make sense looking at it that you actually might see prices above 35 cents. I would say 38 to 42 cents does stand to be a valid area, but again, that doesn't mean you're going there right now immediately. You could. You've been consolidating for a while. You might get an immaculate breakout in a very short amount of time, or you could just kind of whittle your way up there and then finish off with a nice pump at the end, and then that's where the beginning of the end starts. I do think that this next area, wherever it may be, whether it's at 33 cents, whether it's at 42 cents, whether it's at 53 cents, which would be the highest estimate that I would give for KASPA right now. I think this box here, by the end of this year, maybe bleeding into the beginning of next year, is going to be your high, and that'll be it for KAS's cycle. And we'll see how it goes. I'm open to changing my opinion if new data in the chart arrives, right? If we start seeing some more bullish things versus Bitcoin, right? But as of right now, I remain a little bit skeptical, and time will tell. But it does look, on the bright side, it does look like you're going to close this month green. There's 3 days and 20 hours left. I have hopes. You're only down 1.87%, 1.86%. It keeps varying. You're only down that much. You have 3 days and 20 hours left, essentially 4 days left. I have the utmost confidence that the markets as a whole for cryptocurrency are going to pump. We're going to see a nice pump over the coming week. And I would think KAS goes along with the market. So that's all I got to say. If you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Again, I'll probably get a lot of comments in the comment section about how bearish I am on KAS when I'm talking about it breaking out to new all-time highs. But the only reason it might sound bearish is because I think that it's at the end of its rope. But you guys, it's literally been in the longest bull cycle out of any of the cryptos that exist in the markets right now, and it's just moved up in a straight line. It needs to either chill or be done. It's just a matter of time, right? Nothing needs to happen. Anything can happen, but nothing moves in a straight line forever. And the people that think that I'm crazy for saying that it'll probably end around this line, I think you guys are crazy for thinking that it's going to end with the rest of the market out over here, right? Like, you're going to move up all this time. You're going to move up nonstop for 40 months. That's what you're going to do. You want to compare it to Bitcoin, 40 months. Index. The most bullish crypto literally that exists is Bitcoin, right? Fundamentally everything. From a low point to a high point, 18 months. From a low point to a high point, 25 months. From a low point to a high point, 28 months. From a low point to not the high, but the end of the bull market was 28 months again. If you want it to go to the absolute high, then that would be 34 months. But again, like, this was the end of the bear cycle here. Then you had a crab market. Then you started your bull cycle. It wouldn't be fair to say the bull cycle started back here, right? The bear cycle ended there, but the bull cycle started here. The bull cycle ended here, right? You moved up a little bit more. That was a fake out. I think the bull cycle here was 28 months. And that kind of correlates with the past 3 cycles too. But you think KASPA it's the one that's going to see 40 months nonstop? I mean, I don't know, man. Depending on how you want to look at it, the only argument you would have, I suppose, would be this: 35 months there. That's close enough. But again, this is a 1, 2, 3, 4 cycles Bitcoin. Very mature asset. Very, very mature asset, right? Compared to first cycle KAS. And the first cycle for Bitcoin was its shortest cycle. Just saying. It would make more sense, in my opinion, that you're probably already overextended being 25 months in right now, and that calling for a further high going even into like 30 to 31 months of just nonstop ups. And it's not nonstop. You've been consolidating, but if you're thinking that that's crazy, I don't know, man. I'm hoping I'm wrong then. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.